Back to our coverage of the released school children in Kaduna. I'm joined by mental health psychologist Dr. Dare Adelusi. Dr. Adelusi, thank you for joining us on TVC News at 10. I spoke with our correspondent in Kaduna earlier who mentioned that these 131 students will now undergo psychosocial treatment before they are reunited with their family members. What form of mental issues are we looking at here, given the trauma they've been through?
For having me. There are a lot of mental issues that the children need to be attended to. Physically, during the period of incarceration, they suffer physical abuse, violence, they suffer emotional problems. Even after their release, they still have emotional problems too. I'm happy that the government is providing psychosocial support for them. I want to believe that the kind of psychosocial support they will give them will be sufficient for the students to be able to carry on their lives without this particular incident affecting them in life. Because these students have a way of affecting them throughout their lives. For instance, there are many theories of personality development, for instance. Going by one, which you call nature and nurture. These children are in a very important stage of their developmental life, journey in life. Nature is what is inherited from their parents. Nurture is the environment where they are brought up. For now, kidnapping experience in the kidnappers' den has been the part of the experience of these children. And so it has a way of coming to their consciousness involuntarily if they are not properly treated psychologically. And so it may affect their education, affect concentration, affect their orientation to school, affect the way they look at their teacher. It may even make them to distrust people, not to believe people anymore. Like for instance, the teachers, they've seen their teacher as protectors who could protect them. Unfortunately now, the teacher is one of the people that fell victim of this kidnapping. So they have mystified the protectionism of their teacher. So they might feel unsafe while at school if they are not properly treated psychologically. Then it might affect their education in this particular stage and subsequently in life if they are not properly treated.
There are also the parents who seem to have been through a lot, following this story themselves, who weren't sure whether their children were going to return to them safe. What medical options are available for them, or you think the release of these children is enough to heal the pain?
Thank you very much. The release of the children is not enough, because one of the things that is very important in the psychological treatment is psychosocial support at home. And these children need, after they have been discharged from the government hospital or government state house, they need the psychosocial support of their parents. Unfortunately, their parents also went through emotional problems. Just like the children went through emotional problems in the kidnappers, then the parents went through the emotional problems. Talking of loss of their children, insomnia, fear, anxiety. So they need to be treated of their own psychological problem too before they can provide psychosocial support for their children. Otherwise, the children might not be able to get complete psychological treatments.
Very interesting and complicated development. Precisely, what role do you think stakeholders can play here, apart from what we've seen, the efforts we've seen the government make? How can the society also help?
The society can help in terms of providing psychosocial support too. I want to believe that the government will take the issue of psychological well-being of the citizens seriously. Unfortunately, the government is not taking mental health seriously. Psychologists are part of mental health providers. If government integrates mental health into primary health care, then the stigma that is associated with mental health mental problem will be away, will be dispelled. And so society will be free to come forward for treatment. Society will be free to associate with people that have psychological problems. Society will be free to provide whatever support they have for those that having psychological problems. In this instance, government need to step up their finances, the way they fund psychological training. For instance, out of about 264 universities in Nigeria, only 58 of them are providing psychology. And that means that government is not paying attention to the training of psychological mental health providers. And of course, some of those that read psychology, because of the lack of government support, they divert to other professions. So government needs to do a lot in supporting those in psychological mental health practices. And then with this, in actual fact, there is no aspect of our society that doesn't need the services of psychologists, rather.
All right.
There is no health without mental health. Any sickness at all, no matter how small, has a psychological aspect that needs to be treated, that needs to be addressed. So this is the importance of psychology in society.
Hopefully, both the children and their parents would have access to all the help they can get now and in the coming days. Mental health psychologist Dr. Dare Adelusi, thank you so much for talking to us.